Can you hear my TV?
No. I cannot.
Cool beans.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good one tonight, boys.
Kind of is. Let me see. Real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, Khan. Shalom, Officer Dahawam. Shalom, Ak. We will be starting here in a couple minutes, actually. Not even a couple minutes, here in a couple seconds, actually. Let me see if I want to grab something. Real quick to go with this lesson.
I should look at the word mythology. Some people might not know.
Go ahead.
Some people might not know. Well, we can do that once we actually open it up. We can pull out some precepts and some proverbs, I should say.
Okay. I think that's General Hezekiah. Shalom, Hezekiah.
Shalom.
I'm gonna grab this real quick. This is Psalms chapter 119 and verse 104. This is a classic. It says, "Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way." So through the precepts, through the Most High God's commands, laws, through his scriptures, here a little, there a little, we get understanding. Therefore we hate every false way. What is every false way going into? That's everything against the Most High God, everything against his law, statutes, and commandments, everything essentially against us. You know, a lot of this stuff that we're gonna touch on today, like the so-called mythology, we're gonna touch on a couple Greek mythology, Roman mythology, Norse mythology. You know, these are things that are false. So we hate these ways. You know, these things weren't set up for us. These things were set up actually to be against us at the end of the day. I mean, wholeheartedly, that is what it is. But you got something, King?
Kind. I got Proverbs chapter 1. This is just a precept, or not a precept, just a proverb.
Go ahead.
It's Proverbs 1 and 10. It says, "My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not." So if sinful people start breaking bread with you, who knows what they breaking bread about? Enticing you to damn serve Greek gods,
Right.
how to break in houses, how to smoke, how to roll up your blunt the proper way. You know, that's a real thing in the world. Aharon never smoked, but this is a real thing in the world. Niggas will sit there and tell you, no, nigga, this is how you roll a blunt. What you want to do is get the whole thing wet, and you want to roll it inside out, and it's gonna burn slow. Niggas really get into a whole a whole debate about the right way to roll a blunt. What you want to do is put cough syrup on it, and that's gonna get you drowsy. You know, it's gonna burn slow. Yeah. So my point is, if sinners entice you, don't consent to it. Meaning, don't get down with it. Go the other way. Do your own thing. And we got Romeo Hill in the chat. Shalom, King. It's gonna be a good night, man. It's gonna be a good night. Shalom. How you been, bro? How long you been in the truth now? It's almost like 6 months or something, eh? 5, 6 months.
That brother's still on fire.
That brother's still on fire, man. That's what I like to see. He said, I had to quit smoking, man. All praise to the Most High God. Kind, man. That's a that's a beautiful thing, man. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Dang, that's time is flying. 9 months. Dang. 9 months. My guy almost a year old. Let's go. Let's go. Man, yada die in the chat. I ain't seen my brother in a minute. Yeah. I'm gonna see you at camp. Lord willing. Lord willing, I see you at camp. I know everybody been. Man, I thought it was a joke when Aharon got sick, when Captain DeBar got sick, Jeremiah was sick. They wasn't real sick. They showed up. They was well enough to show up to camp. So I was kind of making jokes about them brothers. That was a foolish thing.
He said that was a foolish thing.
That wasn't wise. Hey, Yadadiah said, I gotta go to our messages. Yadadiah said something funny. Hold on, let me grab this scripture in Galatians. Man. Hey, Aharon, you remember that one time we was fasting? It was a nationwide fast. The big bro set up. This had to be like some years back. But they set up a fast, and he was like, if you teach in the Bible, or if you're a so-called soldier and you doing the work, you got to do 2 days. You should be striving for 2 days. So me and Aharon was like, all right, well, let's try and go for 2. Aharon started getting hungry, and I start messing with Aharon. I start cracking jokes, and I started talking about food, but I was doing it to try and mess with Aharon. And next thing you know, the Lord put that spirit on me, and it was bad. Let me get the scripture though. It says,
Galatians 6.
6:1, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in the fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. So when it came to the sickness, I was kind of mocking and scoffing, and I was just talking shit, basically, in my own little way. But you're supposed to restore them brothers to health, because you got to think you could also be tempted by the same thing, or you can fall into the same sickness, or whatever. So that's something that something you got to consider out here in the truth. Don't on a serious level. Both times I was playing, and obviously I didn't forget about the scripture, but on a serious level, I always keep this in my head. Like when a brother he dealing with this kind of demon, or this brother he having a hard time fighting this demon. I'm one of them brothers who I'm hard on brothers, but I'm not the type to be so. I'm not gonna be a dick about it, because I understand that I'm just a man too. I can have the same exact problem with him next year or next month, or I could have been a brother who just got over that problem. So it's always good to be meek and humble. But this is Sirach chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, add no more trouble to an heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need. So the scripture says, don't add even more vexation to a spirit, or to a brother who's already having a problem. Like if this brother burning, and this brother, all he can think about is getting a wife, don't sit there and point at the brother and laugh at the brother and say, damn, bro, you can't get a wife. That's weird. That brother really dealing with that. Or if this brother, the only brother who don't got a wife, you don't always want to be the one who bring up conversations about your wife and problems about your wife. And, that's like, it's going to vex the brother's spirit because he don't have a wife. And that could go into anything, but I'm saying this just to point it out so you can be circumspect. You got to know who your audience is. It's like me cracking a fat joke when I'm around a fat person. You got to be kind of on point with that kind of stuff. You got to know your audience. But yeah, that was my precept. It kind of turned into a little series of precepts, but it's on you, Ak.
All right, Khan. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Most High God Yahweh by Hashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. Shalom, everybody. Shalom. This is gonna be a good class. I missed y'all. You know, I like talking to y'all. Today's class, we're gonna be dealing with we're gonna be dealing with a little bit of paganism rooted in so-called Babylon. You
Whew.
know, you can't walk around Babylon and not expect for the words you say or the street you go on or the city you live in to not be something pagan behind it. You know, that grab me Psalms 83 real quick.
God, I
Grab me
got you.
Psalms 83 because it's everywhere. If anybody know about Sprite, we need to start actually going into these words and looking them up. If you know anything about Sprite, let me just look it up real quick. Quick Google search. Sprite definition. Sprite, an elf or an fairy. Literally, it's a damn elf or a fairy. Right? It's a spirit behind Sprite. You know. So I just left it. I can get back to it though.
Hey, real quick,
Go
you
ahead.
should look up the most popular soda,
God.
the top three or something. I bet you Sprite. Sprite got to be in there.
It's gotta.
I...
Would it be considered a soft drink or soda? I'm gonna just do soda in America. Sprite number 5, which is crazy. I didn't think it would be behind Mountain Dew. When was this
Hey,
listed?
Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, people love those.
Right,
Look,
but
Sprite
Sprite
up
is
there.
up there though.
You got the Coca-Cola Classic. You got Pepsi. You got Diet Coke. I wouldn't have guessed that one. Mountain
Me
Dew. Then you
either.
got Sprite.
You got Sprite.
Top five.
Top 5.
Shit, you probably looking at all of those, and they probably probably
Hey,
going something crazy.
all Jake. I'm pretty sure all Jake know about this. Nike. Let's
Right.
see. Nike definition and meaning. The ancient Greek goddess of victory.
Right.
All Jake deal with Nike. Why is that? Why is that? Because it's a spirit behind everything. You know, you got Starbucks. Everybody deals with Starbucks. That's a
Hey, Esau.
so-called goddess.
That's
Go ahead.
Esau spot right there. Hey, you know what else it is? Hey, what's that name for the black people who kind of want to be white? It's a
The
term you use.
is it the bourgeoisie?
Yeah, bourgeoisie.
Something like the something like that.
Yeah, you got the bourgeoisie up there at Starbucks. That's their thing right there. That's their thing. They all up at Starbucks cashing out. That's the thing right there.
That's the
Oh,
thing.
man.
Hey, grab me that Psalms 83 and I'm gonna grab this Baruch after that.
All right, Con, you want me to start at the top?
Yeah, why not?
All right. I got a precept too. It's they inward parts is that they think that their place is gonna dwell forever. But Psalms 83 and 1, it says, "Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not thy still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." Verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Come
It
on.
says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So they have taken crafty counsel against thy hidden ones. They've taken crafty counsel. What is that crafty counsel? Let's make all these brands, all these names idolatrous. You know, everybody deal with these top brands and these top idolatrous companies like Nike that we just mentioned. You know, hell, I got a Nike shirt on right now. Everybody dealing with them, and it comes to a point where you fall into idolatry, getting down with these things. You know, what's the spirit behind Nike? It's literally the goddess itself. Victory. Just do it. You know, that's what Nike promote. You gonna
Just
get the
do it.
victory. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
They really be promoting that just do it.
Mm-hmm.
That just do it spirit.
That just do it spirit. Hey, just like we spoke about on New Year's. Everybody that's regular, you got your regular civilians, they don't know about these so-called gods, but through the spirit they worship them. They do the same things as these ancient Greeks, these ancient Romans that they used to celebrate their gods, man. They hold the same festivities, they do the same thing. It's nothing new under the sun. The same gods that's been back then, even Jeremiah spoke about that. It said, will a nation change their gods, which are no gods? No. The answer is no. That's a rhetorical question. Greeks, they had their gods. They still had their gods today. And guess what? We're under the Greeks. We're under the Romans. We're under their persecution. So don't be confounded or surprised when you find out how much idolatry is actually around you. And you kind of got to be aware of it a little bit. I believe the scriptures speak about that. Be not ignorant in any matter. But let me grab this real quick.
All right.
This is Baruch. Lucky. Did you want that Psalms?
You can grab yours real quick. I'm gonna grab this one after.
All right. This is the Baruch chapter 6, or letter of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 4. It says, now shall ye see in Babylon gods of silver. Now I pulled this precept out a lot lately. That's because we've been talking about a lot of idolatrous acts that's been going on in the world. A lot of things to keep our people in subjection, a lot of crafty counsel to keep our people under the foot of the other nations or of the heathen. I'm gonna keep going. It says, now shall ye see in Babylon gods of silver and of gold and of wood, borne upon shoulders or shoulders, Salakia, which cause the nations to fear. Beware therefore that ye in no wise be like to strangers, neither be ye afraid of them when ye see the multitude before them and behind them worshiping them. So we're not supposed to fear everybody that's getting down with these gods. We're not supposed to fear these gods. Um, just like back in the day, Jake will rag on you if you're not wearing Nike. Jake could get on your head. Damn, bro, what is that? You know, it was a whole meme going around. What are those? You know, you can't mix Nike and Adidas. Jake could get on your head for that. You can't do certain things. It's a certain code you can't do. Jake could kill you for your Nikes. That's the cold fact. Jake could kill you for them things. That's because it's a spirit behind everything. The scriptures say that the in all things there are labor. It's a spirit behind everything. And we set up in Babylon. And I keep bringing up Nike because that's the only one we really talked about. Also Sprite. Them niggas got you drinking elves and spirits and whatnot. But there are a lot more that we are going to touch on.
Yeah, we're gonna uncover some history tonight.
Yeah,
We're gonna get into it, Lord willing.
we're going to get into it. And it's a lot of words that you may use in your everyday life that you didn't know revolved around this. You know, did you ever think about English? How did we get English language? Where do these words come from? English didn't just come up with a language and then just bam, bam, bam. No, no, no. English is a derivative, and it took away from a lot of languages. You got a little bit from Latin. You know, I believe it was the Anglo Saxons that had a part in it. You got a little bit of France. You got a little bit of Spain. You got a lot of languages that combine into English, and it's a lot of still a lot of paganism behind these words that we actually use today. You know, go ahead.
Quick point. Everyone should know this. If you don't, I'm gonna say it because it's something real basic. Man, the chat kind of active. All praise to the Most High God, man. One thing that's real basic. We know according to the scriptures, the word America is not in there, but America is found in the scriptures. And America is found through the scriptures under a code name called Babylon the Great or the daughter of Babylon. And the word Babel, the root word Babel means confusion. And I'm gonna pull that up because um that's a good thing. Good thing to know.
Okay.
That's a good thing to know. That's a fundamental building block you need to know in the truth. Babel. Let's see. Genesis 10 and 10. Let's pull that bad boy out. The word Babel. Babel.
Literally, we should all know this. We should all, because it's like you'll say it in the world. Damn, bro, why are you babbling?
Literally.
Why are you babbling? Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's confusing. Literally, there go the word right there. Right there. Go ahead.
Babylon, excuse me, it says Babel or Babylon equals confusion by mixing.
Mixing.
Look at that. That's hot.
That's crazy.
That's hot. It says the ancient site and or capital of Babylonia, situated on the Euphrates. Now, this word Babylon appears in the Bible a lot of times, and this is a code word for America throughout the Bible and throughout the precepts, right? And it means confusion. So one thing that Aharon was going over, and it is definitely more than worth mentioning a plethora of times, is when it comes to this English language, it has a lot of mixing going on. It's a lot of confusion going on. Hey, I say knife.
Knife.
How do you spell knife?
Knife.
Why though? Why is it a silent K in the beginning of that? Shouldn't it
Right.
be knife?
And we
Right?
told to what is it called? Pronounce our words, something like that.
Right.
Sound
Break
them
that
out.
down.
There we go.
Sound them out. It's a lot of confusion. People, scholars. Let's look it up. Let's look it up real quick. Let's look it up. Let's check this out real quick. Let's see. But they already know what I want. Hmm. It says, as mentioned before, Mandarin is unanimously considered the toughest language to master in the world, spoken by a billion people. Okay, it's saying Mandarin is the hardest one. Now I heard, I heard that English is up there. Is
Right.
English the hardest language to hundreds of people learn English around the world? The English language is widely regarded as one of the most difficult to master because of the unpredicted spelling and challenging to learn grammar. It is challenging for both learners and native speakers, and that's the truth. Like the word knife, that's a challenge. That's a challenge. So one of the hardest languages to learn is damn English. Even people who are native speakers of English still have a tough time orchestrating sentences and pronunciation. You got all kind of things going on in our language.
Hey, look, check this out. Check
What
this
you got?
out. Spell C.
Seat,
C.
C, S. You talking about SEE?
Either one. That's the problem. You got SEE, you got SEA. You know, you got a couple.
Right.
It's
A.
different, bro.
And then you got the third letter in the alphabet, ABC. Come on now, this shit getting
He
confusing already. This shit deeper than rap, bro. This shit deeper.
said this is deeper than rap.
This shit deeper than rap, my guy. Shit, we can do those damn things all day. Spell B.
Literally.
Shit. Spell B.
You got BEE, you got BE. But that's a great point that the brother was making, that modern day Babylon or modern day confusion is America. And we see that plain upon tables, just like we brought it out with the English language within itself. But I want to grab. We might as well just start with a couple words that go back to paganism. If you could, can
Let
you
me pull
share
this
my
one up.
screen?
Yeah, all right, I got you.
All right. Look, brother got kneel, brother got no or no, and
Right.
that's just confusion. Imagine you trying to, come over here and you trying to learn English, and then you spell no, and it's like, I didn't know that, and you put no. It's like that's not how you say it, and it's like, well, damn, brother, that's how you spell it, yeah. It's like, nah, you got to spell it Know. It's like, hold on, that's not no, that's canal. What are you talking about? I don't know. What does that mean? But that's the confusion behind America or Babylon. Now, first one, Atlas. I'm pretty sure everybody is familiar with the atlas. It goes right here. The English word atlas means a book of maps. You go to the library and you're like, I want to get this atlas to help with geography and so on and so forth. But the word atlas, it comes directly from a Greek myth. According to Greek lore, Atlas was a titan who was condemned to carry the heavens upon his shoulders. Now, I believe it's actually going into let me see. I believe it's actually Atlas had to hold the earth up. Let's see. Atlas mythology. I'm a little bit of a slow typer right now the way I'm seated. Atlas. Now you got this Edomite that's holding up the earth, so-called earth. That's this what they believe in. Right here. This nigga was condemned to hold up the whole. How's he holding up the whole earth? But what's this down here? That's confusion. What is he standing on? What is he standing on if he holding up the whole earth? It's confusion. You know. Now, simply going into a regular word like Atlas goes back into paganism. Um, we know for a fact. I got the precept right here. Scriptures tell us what the earth is on. Job 26 and 7. He stretcheth out the north over the empty place and hangeth the earth upon nothing. He just do it by the will of his own power. That's going into the Most High God. He didn't say Atlas is down there holding up the earth. You got Atlas on the pillar, and he kind of holding up the earth with all his might, and he was condemned to do that. That's what they tell in Greek lore. In Greek folk tale, and how they get down. But this is false. This is paganism. We wouldn't us back in the day. We wouldn't use um the word atlas. Back in the Hebrew, we wouldn't be talking about, yeah, man, hand me that atlas over there.
Right.
That's not what we got down with. I believe it was one period of time the priest said it's better to eat pork than to speak Greek.
Right.
You know, that's how much we actually were profane toward the Greek language. You got another word right here, cloth. Everybody know about a cloth, except Esau, of course. Hand me a cloth. It says in that was you. If you get the joke, you get the joke. It says in English, the word cloth means a fabric or material often used for clothing. It says this has a Greek word origin in the story of Clotho. Who the hell is Clotho? The youngest of the three fates who spun the thread of life. Let's go look up the damn three fates. This is what they got down with. This is what our oppressors used to get down with. You got three fates. These three old Edomite women, and they sit there and they spin a web. I remember watching Hercules. If anybody ever watched Hercules as a child, y'all remember them.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember them. And they spun the thread and they spun hairs. And if they cut your hair or if they cut your thread, that means you die. That's what that means. That means lights out. But one of these niggas around here is named Clotho. And that's where we get the word cloth. All right. That's where we get the term cloth. Salakia, if I'm
Hey, let
go
me
ahead.
pull up. Let me pull up this real quick. I'm gonna get you back to the screen in a second. I forgot to bring this out though. So we're going over a lot of this. The word right here, mythology. It says a collection of myths, especially one belonging to a particular religious or cultural tradition, the study of myths. So, right now, the title of the lesson is The Effect Mythology Has on Us Today. So, this is literally what we're going to be talking about. You're surrounded by coarse Greek and Roman mythology, and it affects your day-to-day life. And if you don't have an eye for it, you don't have an eye for it. You won't know it. You won't know if you entering into some damn idolatry because nobody ever told you about it. In the book of Acts, the 8th chapter, he said, "How can I understand?" I think he was talking about the book of was it Isaiah? He said, how can I understand it if nobody's here to teach me?" So here tonight, through the power of Yahweh Yahweh, we're gonna tell you about mythology, so you'll know when you're in idolatry, things to
Right.
look for, because there's a lot of things in your day-to-day life. You might stay in a city that goes back to a Greek god. You might stay on a street that goes back to a damn Roman myth. You might, hey, the store you might enter in, that motherfucker might say Athens. You might,
Right.
you never know. You never know. So we're gonna kind of tear down all these lies, down all these damn myths. That's what they is, a myth,
A
right?
myth.
I'm swinging it. I'm gonna swing it back to you though.
Kind. Now, are we saying uh brothers can't use cloths no more?
No,
No.
don't. You better use that cloth.
You better use a cloth. That's not what we saying. We just showing you the origin. Boom. We showing you the origin of these words and where they come from. I got it right here. Sirach 5 and 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. So we're not trying to be ignorant in these things. A lot of people may understand these words, may not understand these words, but back in the world, I didn't know Christmas went back to idolatry. I didn't know New Year's went back to a god. I didn't know these things. I'm just now finding out how certain words go back to idolatry. I'm gonna ask the chat real quick because I remember showing my hardest the other day. Does anybody know where the word hell comes from? Without Googling it, Jay could Google it and get up on it. First taking the spot. The days of the week are after Greek gods. Exactly. You got hey, even some of the months. Some of the months is after these Greek and Roman people, like
Shit,
August.
Janus,
Hey,
January, Janus.
exactly. We get August from Augustus, I believe. I think that's his name. Donnie Stone says Greek mythology. Romel Hill says Hades. We get the Esau taught us the realm of hell is Hades, but I'm talking about the word. You got Jeremiah, Captain Jeremiah. He said Dante is hell. Incorrect. We're gonna get into it. 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 Let's just go right here and look it up real quick. Hell. Hell definition. We don't want to get it from one of their scholars because they're gonna tell us it's a place where, this is what they're gonna tell us. Right here. You got people burning their God love everybody, but
The
he
people
made
who
this
he don't
place,
like in hell.
right.
Hey, the people who
People
ain't make the cut.
right. The people who he didn't like, I guess, didn't make the cut. All right. So boom, we got hell. Pay attention to this. Hell. We're gonna touch on that here in a second. Where does the word hell come from? It is a Germanic origin. It's a German origin. Hell. Now, let's just go and simply type. Let's go to etymology. Etymology. Because our people back then, we wouldn't be saying hell. That wouldn't come out of our mouth. We'd say something like Sheol or something like that, I believe, or something in some Paleo Hebrew, but we wouldn't be saying hell. Let's go to hell in the etymology. Remember, it had a Germanic origin. Let me see if I can find it. Boom. The English word may be in part from Old Norse mythological hell. Now we got to do a little bit of research. This is studying. Now we got to see what this is talking about. Where does Norse mythology come from? Norse mythology or Scandinavian mythology is the body of myths of the North Germanic peoples. This is a Germanic word. Hell is a Germanic word. It says the English word may be in part from Old Norse mythological hell. It says in Norse mythology, the name of Loki's daughter who rules over the evil dead in Nephilim, the lowest of all worlds. It says what? A pagan concept and word fitted to a Christian idiom.
So that's where they got that word from, and that's what they turned it into Satan's domain, and he got the pitchfork. But before then,
Yeah,
it goes back to Norse mythology, and you
Yeah.
got a woman ruling over the lowest underworld.
Yeah.
That's some information right there.
That's some information. Look, check this out. Everybody know about Loki. I can show y'all know about Loki. Let's just look up Loki. Let's see who pop up.
Because I don't know about Loki. Who the hell is Loki?
It's this guy, the nigga in all the Marvel movies.
Wow.
The nigga in all the crazy, ain't it?
Wow.
He said, wow. The nigga in all it's Loki's daughter from Norse mythology.
This shit deeper than rap.
This shit deeper than rap. So here's what these Edomites did. Go back, share your screen, go back to Babylon. Let's go back to Babylon and see what it's talking about. Let's go back to Babylon real quick. Because trying to explain this is confusing. Yeah.
Okay.
Because of how messed up Esau has everything. It's a little hard to explain because how much they mix together.
Woo.
Now, remember, she ruled over the evil realm of Nephilim. Nephilim in Greek mythology is the lowest place, I believe. It's not even I don't even believe I can't remember. I took a class on mythology back when I was in high school, and I can't remember if it was supposed to be cold there or hot there. But in their world of hell, it was I believe it was cold, which would be a certain level of hell for me if you got understanding. Go back to the you go. Okay, cool. Right there. Babylon equals confusion. Parentheses by mixing. By mixing. Now, what did Christ tell us not to do? Pull that up if you can. Mix fabrics, Baba Kashad. Let's see what he's talking about.
How you spell that, bro?
Fabrics, Fabrics. I
put an extra R in there. That's really how I say
it. Damn, they ain't got it in it. Oh,
I don't know. That's weird, ain't it?
Okay.
Well, it's a what is it? Linen. What is it? Wool.
That's in the law. Hold on.
So you want what Yahushua said? I don't know that one by heart either.
It's all good.
What is it? Matthew. It got to be the early chapters, huh?
Go to Matthew 9:16. Matthew 9:16.
Okay.
It's been a minute since I've been in the parables.
Woo! We
here now.
We here now, though. All right.
This is why we're not supposed to be mixing. Matthew 9:16. It says, "No man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment, for that which is put in to fill it up, take it from the garment, and the rent is made worse." Now, if you understand anything about garments, if you understand anything about spiritual behind the word garment, is going into not the actual definition, but the biblical definition. That's going into doctrines, understandings, spirits. We're not supposed to mix the spirit of the Most High God with the spirit of Satan. We're not supposed to mix the spirit of the truth with the spirit of Christianity, you know, because then it comes with confusion. You get babble. That's what you get. You get babble because it's a lot of Hebrew Israelite Christians that's walking around nowadays. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, but I don't got to keep no laws. It's like, damn, that's confusing because the Bible say Hebrew Israelites supposed to keep the laws.
Right.
You know, the Lord told us not to mix anything, but here's what Esau did. You back on my screen?
I'm gonna pass it to you right now.
Kind of. Here's what Esau did. Our English word for hell comes from Norse mythology. Now, let's go to hell in the Bible. Let's see what pop up. I want it in the New Testament. Let's see what pop up. I'm pretty sure I can get any definition really. Let me see. Hell. Let's see what's right there for hell.
The Greek word. What does that say?
This is Gehenna. Let me see. Nah, that's not what I'm looking for.
No.
That's bugged out. Anyway, hell is a place.
That's a lot of confusion too.
It is. Hell is the place for the future punishment called Gehenna. Okay, so if it's for future punishment, why do Christianity teach that, somebody is in heaven right now or in hell right now if it's supposed to be a future punishment? That's because they don't understand. They believe they believe a lot of stuff. Hell is at the very end when Christ come back and take everybody and he punished some to hell and some to heaven. But then you got some that believe he's going to, like, you die and you go to heaven or hell now. That's not it's not biblical. Hell is a condition. I'm pretty sure we all know that in here. But now I understand they got another word for hell. Let's see. Because I'm looking for the word. I'm looking for word that one of the brothers put in the chat. Because one of the definitions for hell is Hades, I believe.
Kind.
If I can find it.
I'm looking for it too. It was one that wasn't neither, and Peter. It was like Taro. I forgot it already.
Tarsus.
It was something. I'm looking at the one in Acts right now.
There we go. I got it right here.
You
Hell.
got it?
Yeah. Hades. Right here. Now, Christ made mention of I believe this is Christ speaking in the parable. Christ wasn't going around speaking Greek saying, I'm gonna cast you down to Hades.
Right.
I'm gonna cast you to Pluto, the god of the lower regions. I'm gonna cast you to Orcus, the netherworld, the realm of the dead. That's not what came here to do. That's not what Christ came here to do. This is the confusion that's behind it. We got eight different definitions behind the word hell itself. We get our English word from Norse mythology, from a goddess that ruled in Nephilim. Then you got the damn what is it? The belief of Christianity that everybody's going to go to Hades, the Greek god of the lower regions. Then you got the damn Gehenna. That's what they believe as well. They're going to go somewhere and burn forever. But we know the actual word or thing that we used to use. I believe it's Sheol. Let me just go here and check it out. Hell, right here. This should be it. Sheol, grave, not an underworld. This is what Esau added. It ain't no underworld. Sheol, grave, pit. That's all that is going into. It's not deep. Brothers ain't going nowhere and burning forever and ever, and we got to get rid of Christianity. That's all I'm trying to say. Because Christianity brings mixing doctrines. They bring in Greek mythology with it. They bring a little bit of Norse mythology with it. They add a little bit of the Bible, and they call it perfect. That's kind of how they get down. And that's not the way. You got something, King, or no?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take the screen real quick.
You got it.
All right. Hey, so look, check this out. Shout out to shout out to Soldier Zion. He had over, man, I don't know how many books that brother had at one point. I know he had over like, I want to say close to like, that brother had a whole library at one point. I'm gonna just say that brother had a lot of books. I came across this book and I looked him in the eyes as his officer and said, "Can I have this?" He was like, "Kind." I was like, "Cool." And I'm reading it, man. The first page, it started getting good, man. The first page, it was good. It's it started giving you some good stuff right here. Say American state names, but before we get into the state names, it start talking about America. And then I seen a name that I knew. I seen Amerigo Vespucci. I seen Christopher Columbus. I start seeing stuff about Spain, England, France, and you start seeing how all of these states got their names and who was fighting for these lands. They talk about the Native Americans a lot in this book. Obviously, you got a lot of historical battles in this book. And this little bitty book right here, you wouldn't even think nothing of this book, but this book is kind of fire. So in the book, towards the back, it start talking about classical names. And it start talking about mythology. It start talking about Greek mythology. It start talking about Roman mythology. And one of the things about Roman mythology, you got a lot of planets in there. You got Jupiter, Mars, you got Juno, you got Pluto, you got Neptune, Venus. So all of these go back to Roman gods. Obviously, in the damn blue letter, you seen something that stood out. At least it stood out to me, and it was Pluto. It was Pluto. So when you type in Pluto, obviously it's going to give you just a whole bunch of stuff. And this book goes over where these different places are located. So it's a place called Pluto in West Virginia. I just had it on the screen. I might pull it back up. But all it says on Pluto in the book, it says Pluto. It's a place in West Virginia called Pluto. And it was named after the god of the dead and the ruler of the underworld. So if you didn't know no better, you just like, man, I stay in Pluto in West Virginia, and you don't know any better. But really, you don't know what it go back to. You're just oblivious to the fact that the place where you stay at is named after a damn Roman god, a Roman myth. That's something, that's knowledge right there. That's knowledge. You got to know where you stay at, what times you're staying in. So names is important. Now here, this is kind of crazy right here. Everybody might know about this television channel, Pluto TV. You might know about it, you might not. But that goes back to that damn god, a Roman god. A Roman god. So we're going to do this all night.
Right.
We're going to do this all night, and we're going to show you all the damn lies, all the damn wickedness that's really going on in this place, because we say it all the time and all the time and all the time. This place is full of wickedness.
Full of it.
It's full of wickedness, but it's so full, and you've been brought up in it. You kind of get used to it, and you don't really see it no more. You kind of just think it's normal and natural. But according to the Most High God, think about it. Every single little detail he notices. He see it. He a perfectionist. He can see all of this. He can see every single time is going back to a different God. My favorite show is Pluto.
Right.
That's my favorite channel. Everything. Go back to a different God. So we're gonna do this all night, man. We got there's so much information in this book. We was trying to look for the damn PDF, man, because we would have had a blast with that. But through the spirit, I'm a nitpick and pick around. I'm gonna work off Aharon. I'm passing it back to you, King.
Con. Let's get. Hold on. I want to grab this quick precept. Lamentations 4:22. It says, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. O daughter of Edom. he will discover thy sins. Right now, he's discovering your sins, man. He's discovering it. He's lifting up that skirt. He's showing you for who you are, the son of perdition. He's showing you all the wickedness that you actually have. The damn Christianity, how wicked that is, how rooted in paganism that is, you know. But like the brother Romeo Hill said, Psalms 49:11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And that's right. That's what we're going over right now. Just like the brother brought out Pluto, you know, and it's a lot of more information in what that brother's book. It's a lot of more information about locations, geographical locations,
Yeah.
and about how they're after other gods. Hey, we learned the word today. Go get you a damn atlas.
Right.
You know? Go get you an atlas and get some maps and see what's going on. You know, go ahead.
Right. Look at this. So Nahum, when you read the book of Nahum, is going to man, what the hell I do? It's going over Nineveh. It's going over Nineveh. I wanted to highlight it, but it won't let me. It's talking about Nineveh. So the certain things that say about Nineveh through the spirit is saying the same thing about America. So it says, Nahum 3:1, woe to the bloody city. Now, he's saying destruction is going to come to this place because it is full of blood. How did America become America? How was it established? What kind of promises and covenants did they have to break to get this city, to get this continent? What kind of things, what kind of wicked things, how much blood did they have to spill? And not just anybody's blood, the Israelites' blood to get this place, to get this city. That's why the Lord said, woe to the bloody city. He said, it is all full of lies and robbery. Now, that's a whole lesson.
Yeah.
That's a whole damn lesson because America is built off. Their foundation here in America is lies. We're seeing it right now. Every damn street corner, every damn city, every damn state, it goes back to some kind of war against the Israelites. It goes back to some kind of Greek, Roman, Norse god. It goes back to some kind of damn lie, some myth, some fake god. This place is built off of lies and robbery. We know for a fact that these brothers then broke all kind of covenants. What is that, like Isaiah 50? What is that? I mean, damn, Psalms 50 and I'm thinking of 50 and 16. No, that ain't it. It's I think is it 51?
What you looking for?
He be speaking smooth things. It's been a minute.
Find that in 51, I don't think.
Is it 53? I know one of my soldiers know this scripture.
55.
It's 55?
55,
23? Yeah, that felt right. All right, let's get there real quick. All right, Psalms 55 and 23.
21.
Look at this. Tell me my boy David wasn't prophesying. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. It says, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Where's the part with the covenant? Dang, I'm looking for that.
Oh, Salakia.
Oh, it's verse 20. Verse 20. It's right above it. You was there. It says, he have put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. And that's what happened in this land. That's what happened. The northern kingdom brothers, them Israelites, they spoke peaceable words to him. You know, they let them come on the land. Hey, but you can never trust your enemies, because when you speak peaceable words to him, they're going to break the covenant y'all make. Hey, you told me a fun fact, and you put a number on it. You said it was like 206 or 266 covenants that they made with us, and they broke every one of them. Was that you?
Yeah, I actually learned this from the elders. They had broke damn near over Over 300 covenants with Gad.
With Gad alone.
Mm-hmm.
With Gad alone. Just in that time frame, in that time period. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. And that's the truth. That's the truth, man. Why the Bible line up with history and our people and our enemies so well? Why do it do that? It
Right.
got to be the truth. It says his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna cast our burden upon the Lord, and He's gonna sustain us, and He's not gonna suffer the righteous to be moved. Right?
Right.
So that's what we're gonna do. Where was I? I went what did I pull out before all of that?
Nahum, Bloody City.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think I made my point on that. I made my point on that.
God, you can
You need
pass
the
back.
screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get back to these words.
No, let's look at them, man.
Chronology, Salakia. Chronology. Everybody should know about chronology. You know, you got the Book of Chronicles.
Right.
Our English word comes from what?
Chronos.
Both have Greek word origins in the story of Chronos, the so-called god of time. I gotta put so-called in front of it.
That's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit, ain't
That's some
it?
bullshit. That's some bullshit right there. That made me straight think of Daniel 7 and 25. And he shall he shall speak great words against the Most High God and seek to change time and laws. Fuck
Yeah,
Chronos. When I catch it with him, I'm whooping his ass.
bro, that nigga better not be lacking, bro.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
whoop
be
his
on the
ass.
same kind of time as that nigga.
I'm gonna get
All
on that
right,
kind of
let me get on that kind of time. You got this dirty Edomite. You know, this dirty Edomite right here, Chronos. This is their idol back then. You got this effeminate Edomite dealing with a damn hourglass with some wings. You know, kind of with
that's
a
some bullshit.
that's some bull. That's bull. So when you think whenever we use the words chronological order, we're going to Chronicles and we're doing it this the English word that root comes from that root comes from this guy right here. I want y'all to think about this nigga every time y'all say damn chronological order and hate his guts. Dispose of this man. We got to come out with these lies because America is so called what? A land of the free, home of the brave. In God we trust.
Bro.
That's what they promote. They came over here with Christianity, you know. They came over here kind of preaching the Bible, but this is what we get. We get all this damn paganism.
Real
But no,
quick,
no, 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 no. What's up?
real quick.
Go ahead.
They got a damn game.
Smite.
They got a damn game called Chronos Before the Ashes. The Chronos. And niggas is playing and really getting into it. This motherfucker called Chronos.
Yeah.
Before the Ashes. That made me think of what's that other one? You know this one. This is a well-known game right here. The one I'm
God of
thinking
War.
of. God of War. That's some bullshit.
That's some bull. Hey, actually, I think God of War is actually made up. Luckily, that nigga is, but it's he actually
Yeah, them niggas all made up, but I know what you're saying.
hey, technically, if you want to be honest, them niggas is all made up. But in God of War, he actually fights so-called Zeus and all these
Right.
other idolatrous people. But
I
you got a
think
game called Smite. I used to play this in the world.
mm,
I used to play, you guys, you know, so-called Zeus right here. You got the Egyptian god right here. They got all the gods mixed up in one. Crazy
oh
thing
yeah,
is,
that's Babel right there.
Yahweh ain't in there. You know,
Wow.
Here, ain't no Christ in there. They got all these gods, but the God of the Bible ain't in there. He'll probably be OP.
All right, he'd be overpowered,
He'll be OP. Hey, what is it called? Mangekyo.
Mangekyo Sharingan.
Let's look up Mangekyo. Let's see what this is going into. Everybody know about Naruto. Let me see. This might not be it. It might not be Mangekyo. It might be Sharingan. God, what is it? Amaterasu. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's Amaterasu.
Amaterasu.
Yeah. If we got any geeks in the chat, drop a 1. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. We mess with Naruto, but you gotta know what you're watching at the end of the day.
You gotta know what you're watching at the end of the day.
Hey, same thing with oh yeah, never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is the Japanese sun goddess, daughter of the creator deities Izanagi, Izanami, and central to Shino religion. So you got this person, Amaterasu, this goddess, so-called goddess, and everybody know what Amaterasu is if you into Naruto, That's kind of when they get a power boost. And brothers, we fool with this kind of thing. Jake love Naruto. Jake love Goku and Dragon Ball Z. Look, yeah, he kind of pulled an eye out and be like Amaterasu. Well, guess what? That's an idolatrous god right there.
That's the crazy. He pulled a god out his eye.
He pulled a god out his eye.
He's trying to get in the spirit.
This is what we up against here in America. Look, Diamond Rogers like, no way. Yeah, yes way. Believe it, brother. Believe it. Right. Like Naruto said, believe it. All right, we finna move on because I forgot about Amaterasu. I forgot about that. I think it's another one in there too. That's not just Amaterasu. I just can't remember these Japanese names. Go ahead.
You got Hashirama and that wooden jutsu, that wooden statue he pull out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I think the ghetto statue is go back to some another god too, right?
I think so. Let's see. Ghetto statue, demonic statue of outer path. Well, hell, there you go.
There you go.
It's pronounced Ghetto right there.
Yeah, Gedo.
Ghetto statue. Let me see if I'm gonna type in ghetto mythology.
See what pop up, huh?
See what pop up. Oh, it might not. It might. Well, it might not go back to nothing. I don't know. I know Hashirama's thing go back to I believe Buddhism or something like that.
Yeah, he let you know period point blank and how he looked.
Exactly. On them hands and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't even think do Buddhists go back to. I don't know. I'm not gonna get too deep right now. I think it's an Asian culture thing. I'm not sure. It's Moab and Ammon off in there. I don't know.
Really?
All right. You got erotic. Everybody know about erotic. Everybody know about it. In English, erotic means sexual in nature. Like, girl, you erotic, Everybody deals with this term. It says this term comes directly from Eros, the Greek god of love and sexual desire. So it's a spirit behind this. This is how they explain their feelings. They create a god behind it. Yeah. Eros was the mischievous god of love. A minion, I think I said that right. Is that minion? I think so. And constant companion of the goddess Aphrodite. It was he who lit the flame of love in the hearts of the gods of men. I mean, in the hearts of gods and men, armed with either a bow and arrows or a flaming torch. So this is where we also get the that damn what is it? Valentine's. This is where we get that from. You got the baby with the bow and arrow, and he shoot the love at you. That's Eros.
Hey, Lord willing, we can do a lesson over that when they get closer to time. Hey, you got people in that time serving Eros, and they talking to their wife, and they like, yeah, we're gonna pay homage to Eros tonight.
Literally, look, Valentine's Day niggas is waiting on this guy to pull up.
Right.
They waiting on baby Eros to pull up and hit him with a little bit of erotic.
Right,
Lord
Cupid.
ain't dealing with Eros.
Looking for Cupid.
Looking for Cupid. Lord ain't dealing with Eros. Lord ain't dealing with Cupid. Lord ain't dealing with this nonsense. But a lot of our people dealing with it. They waiting on him to pull up. They waiting on that guy to pull up, you know. Echo. Everybody know about Echo. You know, you go in a cave and be like, damn, I wonder if my voice got an echo. You kind of yell something, you kind of hear it echo back. Where does this come from? An echo is a sound that comes back to you because it reverberates off a surface. The word comes directly from the Greek nymph Echo, the king of the gods. Zeus became enamored with Echo in a fit of jealousy. His wife Hera cursed Echo to speak only the last words that were spoken to her. So he had to echo the last words of whatever that was spoken to her. That's what that was going into. I forgot what the word nymph means. I want to look up what nymph mean. Let's see. Nymph. It says a mythological spirit of nature imagined as a beautiful maiden inhabiting rivers, woods, or other locations. Okay, so it's supposed so like you. It's supposed to basically be a beautiful spirit. Nymph echo. Let's see. Was who was the nymph echo? An orphan nymph mountain. Curse her with the voice, blah blah blah. We already read all that over there. I just wanted to look into it a little bit more. That's where echo comes from. Even Europe.
Check that out.
Look at this. Check that out. Europe. It says in English, the word Europe refers to a continent, but that name comes from a Greek myth. Europa was a beautiful princess, and the king of the gods, Zeus, fell in love with her.
Look at that shit. Look at
So
that.
you got Europe, where all these Europeans come from, and guess what? Supposedly, because in Greek fashion, Zeus would be um the highest of gods in Greek fashion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't clip me saying that, but
Right,
you
they gonna
got
get you.
they gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? So you got Europe dealing with Zeus through the spirit. They trying to tell you that they married to the Most High. That's what Esau trying to tell you. You ain't the chosen people. I'm the chosen people. I'm Europe. You don't know nothing about Europe. You don't know nothing about
Europa.
Europa.
Right.
You ain't heard. This is the paganism behind all of this. It's so crazy. It
It's
gets
deep.
crazy.
It's deeper than rap. Because I had
It's,
no idea. Because
go
I wouldn't
ahead.
have never knew that. I wouldn't have never knew that till I learned that. I wouldn't have never knew. Europe
Mm-mm.
named after a goddess named Europa
Mhm.
who married Zeus. That's folly right there.
That's
And you can
mad
see
folly.
this is why these folk tales and myths is getting out of hand. They're getting out of hand, man. They're getting out of hand. They're getting out of
You
hand.
keep talking if you want. Hey, me and what the hell? Europa, NASA. You see what NASA got going on now?
Oh, that's some weird stuff, bro. What you say? Them,
What NASA
them
doing?
terms shouldn't be together.
He
Everybody
said,
know. Everybody know that NASA. The word NASA means deceive. And
literally.
you got Europa NASA. This don't look good.
He said you got
This don't
Europa
look good.
NASA. I think they named Europa after a damn planet, which is crazy. Cause let's go look at the planet Pluto. We just learned what Pluto was. It was a damn Greek god. These niggas decide to name planets after they got planets. Let's check it out. You got Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, even Earth goes back to a damn Greek name. Let me see. Earth is personified as Gaia, corresponding to Roman Terra. Egyptian sky goddess, Nut and Hathor, talking about that. But Gaia in Greek mythology, Earth is called Gaia. So we come back. You got Mercury, Venus, Earth or Gaia, Mars, Ceres, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Charon. I don't know what they added this 2003 UB. I ain't remember that in school.
Yeah,
But
niggas throwing some new shit in there. Got to keep you on
they
your toes.
got to keep you on your feet.
Got
So
to
check
keep
this
you
out. Let's go see Saturn mythology. This is how crazy everybody noticed from the beginning. We kind of knew this. They named the planet after this nigga. I remember this nigga too, because I remember him when as soon as this popped up. Him eating a damn baby. This is the folly that be on. I believe this is a so-called baby Zeus, and and baby Zeus popped out of his head. Something folly like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Some folly.
And you
You
see
know,
how this affects us today. This is the solar system is a curricular that they teach to elementary students, middle school students, and high school students. At least in our district and where we stayed in, we learned this. The crazy part is, they teach all of this. This is in the curricular that you have to learn in school, in public schools at least. And they'll teach you about all of these damn Greek gods, but they will not teach you about Yahweh.
nope.
That's forbidden to teach you in schools, but they'll teach you about every other god you want to know about. They will force that curricular on you, but they won't tell you about the one true God. Right? Let me grab this though in this book, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so you got this is going into Roman mythology, right? I'd even say it. I wish I could pick up the PDF, man.
Whatever you say, I'm gonna type some in so we can look at it.
All right, cool. Roman mythology. In Roman mythology, I'm going down to where it starts talking about Jupiter.
Okay.
So Jupiter, it says Jupiter, and it tells you where these places are in America because the book is called The Naming of America. So it's going to tell you how it relates to America. It says Jupiter, Florida, was named after the supreme god of the Roman state, who was also called Jove. It says Spanish explorers visiting this area in the late 1500s found a tribe of Jagan Indians who called themselves Jobs. This was pronounced by the Spaniards, hey, ho boy, a name they gave to the local river 2 centuries later in 1763. English settlers gave their own British pronunciation to the river and local, calling it Jove, and referring to the area, they often used the other name of this chief Roman god, Jupiter.
Yeah.
So that's some information right there. And we teaching our kids about Jupiter and what kind of texture it is on this planet called Jupiter and how big it is compared to the damn sun and to the moon and to the other planets and like yada 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 yada. But really it go back to that damn Roman god.
Go back to this guy.
Go back to this guy.
This guy right here.
A Roman, is that the state? Hold on. The supreme god of the Roman state.
Yeah.
It was named after the supreme god of the Roman state.
Yep. Right here. Look, it says Jupiter is the king of the gods in Roman mythology. He was the god of the sky and thunder. This is in Greek, he would be known as Zeus.
Right.
But in Rome, he would be known as Jupiter. So when we go look at the so-called planet Jupiter, that's supposed to be Zeus. That's supposed to be this guy, you know. This effeminate looking Edomite, you know. He'll get waxed out by King David.
All right, King David put the
He'll get
boots on
waxed out quickly. His beard all effeminate. Look at him. He got blonde hair. He wouldn't last 2 days in the sun, but he's supposed to be the supreme god.
That's the guy they want us to worship.
This guy right here, you know what I'm saying?
That's the
My
guy.
brother bigger than this guy.
This the guy we waiting to come back. This the guy we waiting for.
Right. This so-called Edomite, man. That's folly. That's folly.
So it's actually a place in Florida called Jupiter, and it was obviously named after this. Go back to this. Right. Let's see. We got Juno in here. We got Juno. Oh man, that made me think of a gay movie. Man, it's called Juno. Yeah, it's that. It's that, bro. It's that.
Let
me read this. It says there are towns named Juno in Florida and in Texas. Juno was the principal goddess of Pantheon. You know who Pantheon is by any chance? I don't.
Pantheon. I think it's just a spot. Let me see how you spell it.
It's Pan, Pan,
I got it.
Theo. Yeah. Who the
This
hell is
looks like Pantheon. What does Pantheon mean?
It's a place.
A temple dedicated to all the gods of a people. Which god
Okay.
is the Pantheon? Yeah, you got it.
So it says Juno was the principal goddess of Pantheon and the wife and sister of Jupiter. Look at that. So Jupiter married his wife, or
Right.
excuse me, married his sister, Juno. That's folly. You got a little sister and brother action going on.
That ain't in the law, man. You can't
That
do that.
ain't in the law. They supposed to die.
Right.
This is what we teaching our kids. It says she was believed to be the patroness of marriage and the well-being of women. That's folly. So you got Jupiter marrying his sister. That's why Esau all fucked up now.
He said that's what he saw.
That's why we all weirded out now, because the gods he's serving be doing weird shit. he's serving weird, strange God. Hey, when God said strange gods neither your fathers have known, this is what he was talking about.
This is exactly what he was talking
Strange
about.
gods. You got Jupiter marrying his sister.
Right.
Look at that, man. I didn't plan this. We just found this out. This is news.
This is news, man.
Breaking
I got it
news
right here in the law. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or the daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad. Because Jake liked to get crafty. Well, nigga, she wasn't born here, you know. Whether she was born at home, right, or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. You know, and we get that kind of spirit from Juno and Jupiter. You know, God didn't give us that kind of spirit. We're not dealing with that.
Look at that, man. Look at that. So I got Mars.
You gotta go ahead. Uh-oh, that's a planet, ain't it?
That's a damn planet. That's a planet. It says there are towns named Mars in Maine, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. It says Mars was the Roman god of war. Look at this shit. Yeah, how was the god of war? Nigga, what?
Right. Right. I'm gonna grab it.
It said, look at the lies.
Look at the lies.
Look at the lies. And you got little kids saying, I want to go to Mars.
Right.
You know,
I'm tweaking.
Niggas go to Jupiter to get more stupider.
Right.
Right.
That's what our kids be saying.
It says Mars was the Roman god of war and the origin of marital or martial. Look at this. What the Bible say though?
Let's see what the Bible say.
Let's see if we can confirm this in the Bible.
The Lord,
right?
The Lord. The Lord is a man of war.
No, Mars.
The Lord. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Let me go see what that's. Let me see. Hold on.
Damn. You sure it don't say Mars in there?
I promise. Yahweh. It ain't no V in the old Hebrew, in the Paleo. So it's Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. It ain't no damn Mars. You know,
that's probably
this guy. Hold on, let's go look at him. I want to see how effeminate he look. I want to see how effeminate this guy look, man.
This guy.
Look at him.
This the god of war right here.
Who the hell is this? What's going on here?
Hey, look, that's the guy.
What's going on?
Is this your god? Is this your god?
This who you serve?
Hey, one of the elders he said you couldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. I'm not dealing with Mars.
Look how little his beard is. Come on,
his
man.
wife probably get the best of him,
bro. Idolatry, all that idolatry, man. And that's what we got going on here in America. It's a couple brothers that live in Mars. They don't even know
Bro, I will beat your God up.
it.
I'm just
Right.
a man out here.
I dog your God out. This who they still serving though. You know? This who they still serving. The scriptures, like I said, it's saying Jeremiah, have a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? Hell no. They still pray to this nigga every time they go out to war. They got a
Right.
statue right up here, and they bow down to him, and they give alms to that nigga and sacrifice unto him before they go to war.
Look
You
at
know,
that.
check that out.
He said, he said, he said that's homosexual.
That's funny.
All right, look, I got Neptune.
Hey, Neptune. Hey, Neptune's supposed to be Poseidon, I believe, in the in Greece. But go ahead.
Yeah. It is. It is. Look, so right now I'm talking about the Greek mythology because that's just where I'm at. Neptune. It says there are towns named Neptune in New Jersey and Ohio, and there's a Neptune beach in Florida. So you see that we got places all around us named after these damn gods. It says Neptune was the Roman god of the sea. Look at that.
Right. Check this out. Let's look at Neptune real quick. Let's check Neptune out. You got Neptune right here, right? You know, so-called god of the sea. But Esau, like we learned, like to mix stuff up. When you think of Satan, you think of this guy. Why he got the same weapon as Neptune? Where is that at in the scriptures?
Where is that at?
I don't see Satan. I don't see Satan like that. That's goddamn Neptune. That's the image that they gave y'all of Satan. They gave y'all Neptune and Poseidon and say and said it's Satan. This the guy that's gonna be in the underworld with a pitchfork and he kind of stabbing, he kind of jabbing at you all day, you know, seeing what kind of spirit you in. You all right? What's going on? Somehow he got this nigga's weapon and he kind of poking at people. That's folly. That's madness and that's confusion and that ain't biblical. It's just not. Go ahead, Oxalakia.
All right. Y'all starting to make my guy mad, man.
Right.
You want me to go beat him up? I
Said,
go drown that nigga Poseidon right now.
right.
I go drown that nigga in his element.
He's in this element, right.
Go
Whoop
meet
that
up with
nigga
him.
where he's best at.
I go take that nigga in some deep water.
He
I
said,
call Dahawam up and go get some real water.
get some real water.
Show that nigga what it's really feeling like.
Right.
Ask him what this mean. What this going into?
He said,
Since
what
you
this
so
going
deep.
into?
Poseidon, right?
Right.
With that kind of spirit. What's up, man?
What's up?
Let me get another one.
Go ahead.
We got Venus.
It's one of our sisters named after that. Venus and Serena.
See?
Look, Venus Williams right here.
Yep.
Everybody know about her big sister though.
Right.
Serena Williams, the one that be winning a lot, but you know, you got Jake naming our people after this person. Yeah, go ahead.
A goddess. Let's check it out. Venus. It says there are towns named Venus in Florida, Nebraska, Texas, and West Virginia. It says Venus was the Roman goddess of love and beauty. Look at that.
Yep.
It says
love, beauty, desire, sex, fertility, prosperity, and victory.
Look at that. Look at that. You see what they doing.
You see what they doing.
It says the settlers in Venus, Texas chose the name because they thought the town and the surrounding countryside were as beautiful as the goddess and the bright star Venus. So that's why they named these certain places Venus, because they thought it was beautiful.
Right. This they image of beauty right here.
Mm-hmm.
You ask me, this look like an effeminate white boy. If you ask me, this ain't beauty. You know, and the sister's mama probably knew that. She probably knew who Venus was, and she was like, I'm gonna name my daughter after a goddess because she's a
Definitely.
goddess.
Definitely. You know that's how it went.
You know that's how it went. I'm gonna
You know
name
that's
her
how it went.
after beauty. That's folly, man.
You know
That's
that's how it went.
madness. You know that's how it went. And this is, like I said, this the image of beauty. It's what they think beautiful. She would never have a chance with me in the world, man. She wouldn't have a, even
to
if
be
I
a
was in the world, she wouldn't have a chance with me, bro.
to be a slave, that's about it.
That's about it. You know what I'm saying?
And even that's sketchy, huh?
Right. Like, hold on, nigga. I don't
That's
know you.
debatable. That's debatable. I don't know if I don't think I want Venus. Y'all got anything else?
He said, I don't think I would. She don't look like she work hard enough. You know what I'm saying?
What
She
can
look
I
like
do
she
with
complain.
her? How you gonna be the goddess of beauty and you be ugly?
He said you ugly. Right.
You failed.
Hey, like we said, it's gonna be a little bit of a laid back kind of class tonight. So we're gonna be cracking jokes. We're cracking a lot of jokes, you know. If you don't want to be here for that, we understand. Edification will still come out, but you know, we showing you the idolatrous acts that Babylon, modern day Babylon, aka America, has in it. You know, everybody lives their daily lives without knowing these things, without understanding these things, without there's knowing there's a spirit behind a lot of these things, you know, and they set it up to be that way.
Definitely.
They set it up to be that way, literally. Start looking into definitions of words. Start looking into etymology of words. Stop
Yeah.
saying stuff without you knowing what it means.
But
You
yeah.
know, Christ said, every word shall be taken into account. Every idle word shall be taken into account. You know, so get to know these things and understand these things because English is a pagan ass language.
It is.
It is. Sorry, it's a pagan ass language. We live in a pagan ass society, a pagan place, idolatrous system set up for us to fail. But that's where Christ comes in. You know, we just read it. He said, I send you into Babylon, where you shall see gods, gods of silver, gods of wood, gods of stone. You know, and now we see the spirit behind these gods. And guess what? He said, don't worship them. Let me pull it out because I didn't read the latter end. I didn't read the latter part. You
You
know,
know.
I didn't read that. And that part is super important because this is why a lot of people get drawn back into the world. They get drawn back into the cares of the world. They get drawn back into the cares of these other gods, man. This is Baruch chapter 6 or letter of Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. It says, beware therefore that ye in no wise be like to strangers, neither be ye afraid of them when you see the multitude before them and behind them worshiping them. I'm not supposed to be scared if a nigga talking crap about me because I'm not wearing Nike. That nigga like, damn, bro, you ain't got no Nike or you ain't got no this or you ain't rocking that. No, brother, I'm not an idolater like you. Now,
And
what's up?
nigga, what you gonna do? You gonna call nigga the god of fucking victory on me? What you gonna do?
Right, literally. Now, just because I wear Nike, no, I'm not an idolatry. I'm not I'm not an idolater. I'm saying I'm not an idolatry as in I don't boast in damn clothing. I don't boast in the brand. I'm not finna boast in that. Scriptures tell us not to do that. And you boasting in the brand that's the root of it is a goddess.
That's a weird flex.
That's a weird flex, brother. That's a super weird flex. But
Hey,
I'm
I
gonna
kind of
finish.
want to. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that. I want to bring something out.
Kind. It says, but say ye in your hearts, O Lord, we must worship thee. That's what we're supposed to say in our hearts. We must worship thee, the most high God Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shah. We're not dealing with these idolatrous ass systems that they got set up. Go ahead, Ak.
Con. I'm gonna grab the screen real quick.
Go ahead.
All right, God. Check this out. Where was I at? Deuteronomy 28. I'm gonna start at verse 48 is a good one. I'm gonna start at 47. It's one of my favorite. This is a beautiful scripture right here, and I try and always remember this. This is one of the reasons why we go through this, why we go through what we go through. Deuteronomy 28 and 48, and I'm gonna read 28, 47. I'm gonna read down. It says, "Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness." That's the key point. "And in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke upon thy iron. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." So the part that I wanted to harp on is this. It says, because you don't want to serve the Lord, you don't want to serve the Most High God in the pureness of your heart, with joyness, with gladness. Think about everything he did for our people in a short time span. We were 70 deep in Egypt. We were 70 deep. At one point, all you had was the 12 progenitors.
Right.
You got the 12 sons of Jacob and their sister.
Right.
Before that, it's just Jacob. Think about before that. We wasn't even really here. We was thought of, look, Abraham, your seed, they're going to be the kings of the earth. Here's circumcision. Go look at the land I'm going to give y'all. Look at it. He did all of that for us. He gave us the richest land on earth. First, he made earth and was like, hey, y'all going to be the kings of the earth. I'm going to get y'all ready for that, though. Let's take it slow, though. I'm going to give y'all this land. It's the best land over here. This is the best land I got. I'm going to get this to y'all. I'm going to teach y'all how to serve me. I'm going to teach y'all how to take care of the land. I'm going to teach y'all how to take care of each other. I'm going to teach y'all. I'm going to be so hands-on with y'all because I love y'all. I chose y'all. Y'all my favorite. Y'all the apple of my eye. I got y'all. All I need you to do is this. All we had to do is serve God with joyfulness, with gladness, with a ready mind, with a willing spirit. But because we didn't do that, the scriptures say because we didn't do that, we would have to go to our enemies for everything. When we hungry, when we thirsty, when we need clothes. And that brings me to the point. We used to wear beautiful garments. And our wife in there spinning the wheel. As soon as the sun come up, the whole house decked in beautiful garments. Fine linen. We talking about silk. Woo! Woo! Beautifully made. We didn't have to go to our enemies to get that. We got wool fresh from the sheep.
Yep.
And you got a whole bunch of sheep in your backyard. And your wife know how to get through there. You know how to get through there. You don't have to go depend on your enemies for everything. But now we got this yoke of iron upon our neck. And we being destroyed. So why would you flex or look down on the next brother because he don't have Nike? When nigga, you had to go to your enemy to get that. And
Seriously.
before we even get there, nigga, that's a damn idol. That's a strange God. That's a weird flex, bro. But guess what the scriptures say? The scriptures say, what is that? Let me grab it. This is what the scriptures say. That's a weird flex. But the scriptures support it. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's a classic scripture. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And because you rejected me, I'm going to reject you. And you ain't going to be no priest to me no more. Because you forgot my law. That's why I'm going to forget your children. And them niggas going to be retarded. Them niggas ain't going to know what in them. all because you didn't want to serve me. You want to serve strange gods. You
Right.
want to be a damn Grecian so bad.
Literally, that's in the scriptures.
That's the scriptures.
That's in the scriptures. The scriptures say, we liken the fashions of the Greeks
Man, let me
more
grab
than
that.
our own people.
Let me grab that.
Roughly paraphrasing. Yeah, while you grab that, Eric Yalea said, "What's the script? It says something about the son. I mean, about the man of sin to be put on blast, and the end shall come."
That's
I
a
got you.
second Thessalonians chapter 2.
Yeah, it says Second Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." And that's what we're doing right now. We're revealing them, because everybody thinks that the so-called white man he's all business. He got the business suit. He looks civilized. That's what they like to go by. He looks civilized, but he's the most monstrous being on earth. He's more beastly than the beast, than the wild of beast, you know. But that's the precept. You had something?
Con. No, I'm looking. Well, I found one, but I kind of wanted to find another one. You said Greek is fashions, right?
Yes, like the fashions of the Greeks.
Yeah. So this is Second Maccabees chapter 4 and 12. It says, man,
Go to 15.
okay, verse 15. It says, not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
So we didn't sit by the honors of King David and Solomon and Samuel and Moses and Aaron and Jacob, Abraham, faithful Abraham, Enoch, you know, Abel, Seth. We didn't like that. We didn't want to deal with that. Our people said, to hell with that. Y'all know what I want to deal with. Give me
Y'all
that
heard
dude.
about Thor yet?
Y'all heard about that, brother? I heard he got lightning bolts with a hammer. That's what we like. Hey, and to even prove it even more, we got men out here that's joining sororities or frat club, whatever it's called,
Yeah.
and they get down with that alpha and omega and beta and all this, that, and the third, and they go through hell week where they have to participate in embarrassing things. Sometimes you have to get pissed on. Sometimes you have to eat somebody's feces. It can be an abundance of things, and if you get through it, you're called a brother, and then they brand you. They give you a branding on your chest, arm, so on and so forth. They brand you. That's because we like the fashions of Greek and not setting by the honor of our fathers. We like the glory of the Grecians best of all, and that's what's pulling people back into the world. They'd rather be a damn Greek. They'd rather be a Roman. They'd rather be an American than to be a Jew. We can go out to our people right now and be like, brother, you an Israelite. He gonna be like, nigga, I'm a Gentile.
Dead
And
ass.
boast in that.
He will look you in your eyes and tell you that he is a Gentile.
He'll boast in that. But if we was to go out there and tell Esau that, he'll kind of be like, shit, I felt it. I knew I was chosen. That's the spirit Esau be coming in. There, go right there. You got the alphas, the betas, the thetas, gammas, deltas, zeta, sigma, omega, psi. They got
Kappa.
all of that. Kappa.
Hey,
They got
ain't
all
it
of that.
ain't it a whole brand called Kappa?
I think so.
I think this is a popular brand.
I think so.
Yeah, look at
Yep.
this. Look
Right
at
there.
this. This is a brand.
Right there.
Brothers like this.
Mhm.
Brothers is rocking this. Don't know what's going on at all.
Mm-mm.
You ask them what does Kappa mean? They're like, shit, it's a brand. No, nigga, it's a Greek alphabet. It's a Greek letter.
It's a Greek letter.
Oh, look at
Stupid.
this. Look at what they say. Kappa is an Italian sportswear. Look at this. Look at this confusion. Branded in Turin, it says Italy in 1975 by Morocco or Marco as a sportswear branch of the already existing Roby di Kappa. So it's kind of got some weird stuff going on. Kind of got some weird stuff going on. I ain't even noticed that until just now. But of course,
Yeah.
you got Omega. Look at this Sigma. Hey, look. We ain't gonna say this. We ain't gonna say certain words, but look at this. Look at this. This is a strand that's going on.
that plague that's going around.
The plague. They don't know what's going on. We can use the P word.
We can use P word. Yeah, there's
This
plague going on.
this one of the plagues, so called right now going on. It's one of the
Yeah.
plagues. And look
Hey,
at where it go back to.
I keep that open. Open a new page and type in college fraternity on
Yeah.
Google.
All right.
And the spell for fraternity, you got FRATERNITY.
Yeah. Let's
Check
see.
what pop up.
Look
Boom,
at that.
Phi, Delta, Sigma, Chi, Omega, Kappa, Sigma, Beta, Alpha, Delta.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. All of them go back to this.
Some Greek
Alpha,
shit.
beta, gamma, kappa, sigma. All of that. You know it's crazy? People get these things branded.
Hey, type branding right after that.
All right.
Look who pop up.
Look who pop up. Look at
Jake
this.
silly ass.
Look at this. Omega. He feeling that. He thought he killed this right here.
Bro, why was most of them our people?
I don't know. This look awful. This look awful, my guy.
Bro,
What are
that's
you
with
doing?
for the rest of their life. And that's our people that get them.
They think
It's always our people.
they really think they bossing up their life right here. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's really not the move, my guy. Look at this. Look at this. This is really what be going on. This is really what be going on. That's really what be going on. Why are they all look at that? That's why
Sodomy
you
going
gotta
on.
get that's why you can't go around there.
Mm-mm.
Look, you see a lot of weird stuff going on Google and these frats.
Mm-hmm.
Look, this your man, ain't it? Ain't this your man's?
Yeah. That's
This your man.
everybody boy right there.
That's your man.
Omega Psi. Omega Psi Phi.
That's the hood
Folly.
savior right there.
Folly.
Folly. That's crazy.
An abundance of it.
And then look at this guy, bro. He don't know what's going on.
Hell no.
He
That
has
nigga
no.
is infected. His shit is
Got the
infected.
plague.
Look at this. Now click that brother. He ready to die behind it. He ready to go
Pythons.
out behind it.
He ready to stump the yard.
He ready to stump the yard. And bro,
This
and our
brother
people don't see nothing wrong with this, man.
says they love the Greek fashions.
Bro, they love the Greek
They
fashion.
love the Greek fashions. That's folly, bro. That's folly.
Bro, check
That's
this
folly.
confusion. Check this confusion. It says the Chi Alpha House
I'm finna put it on
doubles.
you. I'm finna put it on you.
Go ahead. Tell me when you got it on me, because I can't tell.
It's on you.
The Chi Alpha House doubles as a place of worship and residency in which students gather for meals. Oh, damn. Bible study
Bible study
groups,
groups.
games, and other activities. Why are you talking about Bible study groups?
Them
They
niggas
have their
serving.
gods.
Right.
They have their gods. College fraternity worship, they think they doing something good and all of this and all that. No. Because, man, through the spirit, the Bible told us how Greeks got down. They're sodomites, point blank and period. They work out in gymnasiums. If anybody knows about a gymnasium, it means to go work out naked. That spirit is still here in the gym.
Look,
How
let me read
crazy is
this real
that?
quick.
Go ahead.
So I just read Second Maccabees 4:15. I'm gonna jump up to verse 12. Um, it says, "For he built gladly a place of exercise under the tower itself, and brought the chief young men under his subjection."
Yeah.
He said he
How
brought
weird
the
is
young
that?
men under their subjection and made them wear a hat. What's really going on in these places of exercise?
What's going on, man?
What's really going on in here?
Boom. We got it popped up right here. Gymnasium, which comes from the Latin Greek gymnasian or gymnasian, which means exercise naked. We know how the Greeks got down. None of them Romans got down. They always fought naked too. That was always something weird I didn't like.
That's
All
why they
these
would
niggas
win them
wrestle
battles.
naked. Yeah,
Right, them niggas would wrestle you down to the ground and do something weird to you.
do something weird to you, bro. I remember one king. I don't even want to speak on it. It's nasty. Not on the Sabbath. I'm not gonna do that. But
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, why you think Alexander died so quick at a young age? He was doing weird stuff.
brothers don't want to look into that.
All the
You know,
scholars know. You don't
it's a
though.
it's a plague going around that sodomites get.
Right.
It's a plague going around. It don't got no numbers in it. I ain't talking about this recent plague. Nah, nigga, we talking about that ick. We talking about that ick.
That
Oh man, that's
this right here
funny.
knocked kings off.
He said it's not kings. Right, really though. All right, I'm gonna go to some words that we should know. Lethargy. I've actually seen this. This is a medical term. The English word lethargy means forgetfulness and lack of energy. It comes from the Greek myth Lethe, a river that flowed through the underworld. According to legend, when people died, they would drink water from the river. The water would lead them to forget their past lives. What kind of nonsense is this, man? What the hell is Esau coming up with?
It's got a lot of folly going on.
There's a lot of folly going on. How do they know so much about the underworld, but they never been to the underworld? That's a lot of folly. Check this out. Mentor. Everybody got a mentor. Yeah, man, my coach, my mentor. You know, that's what Jake do when they win some shit. I want to give off, I want to say
Shout
thank you,
out.
my mentor. Shout out. All Jake do that. In English, a mentor is an inspiring leader, a teacher who passes on his or her skills to others. This comes directly from Homer's epic poem. If you don't know about Homer, you need to find out about Homer. Homer is this nigga basically wrote the Greek Bible. All right.
Dang.
Yeah, some shit like that. It says the Odyssey, in which the mythological character of the Odysseus entrusted his son's education to a man named Mentor.
That's crazy.
This goes back to some more. This is where our English language come from. Morphine, another medical term. Morphine. Everybody like taking morphine. The pain-killing narcotic drug called morphine also gets its name from Greek mythology. According to legend, Morpheus. Everybody was talking about, the Matrix.
Dang.
Morpheus was the god of sleep and dreams. How
That's
crazy
crazy.
is that?
That's wild.
How
You
Because
got a
in the
lot
Matrix, niggas is plugged up in sleeps and dreams and shit. This got
of
plugged up in the Matrix.
you got a lot of wisdom.
He said you got
That's
a lot of
crazy.
wisdom. This what Esau up to. And then look, you got Jake right here. This nigga named Morpheus. This Morpheus, I believe. Or am I tweaking?
Let me see.
Which one Morpheus
Oh,
is.
it's the black one. It's the black one.
I thought so.
Yes,
Let me
most
see.
definitely the black one. I know this one.
He said
Yeah, I know this one.
Right here, Morpheus. Yeah, Jake. Jake is Morpheus. You know, he goes back to this nigga. Morpheus was the god of sleep and dreams, and this
That's
is what the
crazy.
movie based off of. How crazy is that?
That's crazy.
That's
That's some
I
neat to
didn't know
know right
that.
there. That's some
I
neat
didn't
to
know that.
know. I didn't know it either.
I didn't. So check this out. So before y'all take morphine, remember these niggas is trying to get y'all to sleep. All right. Now, when the Bible speak of sleep, it say he fell down and he slept with his fathers, and that mean he dead. You know. So before you just start taking pharmakia and sorcery and stuff and all this morphine, just meditate on it.
You popped
You
8
know.
Tylenols when you was only supposed to take 2.
Right. Everybody got a headache until it's your last headache and shit. Whatever though. you got you got music. Everybody enjoy music. Jake love music. If you say you don't love music, I'm not really convinced that you're not. I'm not convinced you, Jake.
You don't
Me
know what's going
personally,
on.
you don't know what's going on. In English language. Okay, hold on. Now you see these words in the Bible. You see words like music. You see words like such and such. That's the English. It was translated from the Hebrew. In the Hebrew, we don't have, we don't have these words that come directly from Greek. When we say in Hebrew, we don't say music. We say another word. So, don't get it mixed up with the Paleo Hebrew into this English. Remember, it was always translated or transliterated into English. So, in the English language, music means sounds arranged initially to be beautiful and harmonious. This comes directly from the muses. Ooh, the muses, Greek goddesses of the arts and science. Let's see what muses are.
Musician. I don't know. This looks
These
sketchy.
females,
They look
nah,
weird over there.
which one? Over to the left or right? Right here?
Top left, the first one.
Right here.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look weird.
Now, in Greek culture, these women, I believe, would sing to you. They would sing to men and they would beguile men through their beauty. It
You know what
says,
that make me think of the scriptures.
bro,
It make me think of Herod.
he said right. Let me see.
They
It
get you to
says
make a promise with them. I'm cool on that.
I'm cool on that. It
I'm
says
cool.
adored deities of song, dance, and memory, on whose mercy the creativity, wisdom, and insight of all artists and thinkers depended. I don't know. Hey, check this out. The muses in Hercules, guess what? They black women.
Like Crafty.
They crafty.
Hey, cause I mean, we know who got the beautiful voice around here.
Yeah, they singing the whole time with some soul. You know, they singing the whole time with some spirit behind it. You can't get that kind. Come on, man.
Got the daughters of Asaph out there.
Right,
That's what David wrote about. He was letting you know this psalm is for.
bruh.
Oh man,
This is exactly what's going on, man. You know, so that's where music come from. It comes from, or that's what the English word music comes from. It comes from the muses. You know, I believe people know about narcissism. I'm not too up on game about narcissism. Let's see what it says though. The term narcissism refers to extreme love of the self or absorption in the self, and it gets its name from a famous Greek myth. In the story of Narcissus was a beautiful man who fell in love with his own reflection. I think I actually remember this nigga.
I feel like I feel like I seen something about this. Was it like a cartoon or something?
I don't know.
It
I don't know.
briefly make me think of. I feel it don't sound. It almost sound familiar. That's all I'm gonna say.
All I know is this is vanity.
That nigga is a narcissist.
This is vanity. The
Nigga
Bible
fell
don't
in love
teach
with his
this.
reflection. That
The
nigga
Bible don't
walked
teach
past a puddle of water and got enticed, huh?
this. That nigga like,
That
damn.
strange delusion came over my man. He was like, I want that.
Right.
He already got it. Nah, I want that.
I want that. I want
The
what
thing,
he got.
hey, the things I would do to you. Shit, look at
He said the things I would do to you.
you start
Hey,
getting weird over there, looking at the puddle.
Eric Leah said, look up pharmacy. I'll do you one better. Before I look up pharmacy, Let's see. How you spell sorcery?
Go to Revelations 22. Is
There we
that
go.
last or 21? 21.
I knew you'd have it. 21 and what?
Let me open my Bible.
It says, I don't got it.
22. Wait, 22 and 15.
22,
That's what.
15.
Yeah.
For without our dogs, I'm going to start up. Revelation 22, 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments. Damn, that's a cut. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and they may enter in through the gates into the city. For without them that are outside of the city, for without our dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. Let's look at this. Let's look at this word. Sorcerers.
Pharma.
Pharmacos.
Pharmacos. What's that going into? That sounds like Pharmacy King.
Right. That's crazy. Pertaining to magical arts. Let's look up. I'm gonna look it up verbatim. Pharmacos.
Pharmacos.
How do they spell it though?
This
F-A.
gotta go back to
I
another
said
guy.
F.
Huh?
Really though. Pharmakos. Pharmacos. Let's see. Damn. A person often already
Bees.
condemned to death, sacrificed in ancient Greece. Damn.
Ah! What? They already condemned to death over there.
Already. Now, let's look at pharmacy. That brother said already condemned to death. Pharmacy definition. Pharmacy definition. Who is that it? Pharmakia, practice of a druggist based on pharmacon. Man, that ain't what I want. That ain't what I want. Let me see.
Magical arts act.
Right. Because that shit definitely going into sorcery. How you spell pharmacy? Farm. You just put Macy. And then let me see. Pharmaco. Word forming element meaning drug, medicine, also poison. From Latinized form of Greek. Pharmacon, drug / poison. Pharmacist, pharmacology. I don't know. All I know is
the blue letter though.
God.
Let me see that again.
All I know is we not supposed to be dealing with this.
They be getting in it. They be getting in there real good.
We're not supposed to be dealing with this at all.
Yeah, keep going down a little bit.
Got you.
That's it.
This is it.
Dang.
This is it. I gotta get better on my
click on you see where it say root word? It's 4 boxes right there. The bottom right one where it says
Right
root.
Click
on
that.
Yeah, click on that. Let me see what that say.
Oh, there it go. Right there. Pharmakia.
Pharmakia.
One who prepares or uses magical remedies. Sorcerer. A druggist. Pharmacist. Or poisoner. Y'all don't worry about this. This ain't for y'all. If you an Israelite, that part ain't for you. This is for you.
Magician.
This is the one they trying to get you with when you go to the pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
That poison. This ain't for us. This part right here, pharmacist, druggist, nah, nigga, that ain't for you. This is what they trying to hit you with. Poison.
They fix your one problem, give you 3 other problems though. It got a little side effect. We ain't really figured this one out yet.
Bro.
We'll stop at running nose though.
Bro, I seen, God, I was on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, I was in a YouTube hole and I was listening, and they were saying like, this one brother had a not even a brother, I don't know who it was. His heart had an extremely fast heartbeat, and what they had to do was put him in some certain position that'll slow his heart down. If that don't work, they got a drug that can fix it, but the side effect is the thought of impeding doom. I was like, what the hell?
Like, hold on, he gonna be thinking about all his like shit finna end.
Bro, he's gonna be thinking about an impending doom. Like, nigga, I'm finna go. Like, that's
That's
the side effect.
you know, it's crazy.
What's up?
Nigga, I had that side effect when I first heard the truth.
Right. Like, nigga, this shit finna end soon.
That's a hell of a side effect. That nigga trying to, hey, it was to save my life too. That's the crazy part. That sound like the truth. That nigga finna get the truth.
Now the crazy thing is he don't have the truth.
He
That's
just,
the scary part.
yeah, that nigga got, that
He
nigga
took
got
a
no
drug and
peace.
he think he just finna get smoked all of a sudden.
He
Like,
getting
I'm out of here.
hammered. It's getting strobing lights everywhere. Just that nigga over there, that nigga brain over there, rattle.
Bro,
That
how
nigga,
did they make that a side effect though?
bro. Look, we can
How?
save your life,
but but
but it's gonna come with a little. It's gonna come with a few strings attached.
it's gonna come with a spirit. See, look, here's how Esau worked. I can get rid of the spirit you're dealing with, yeah. But I gotta replace it with another spirit. You know, that's just how the magic works. That's just how it get down. I can't just get rid of all your spirits. Come on now. Who I look like a
If I
prophet?
did that, it wouldn't be magic and sorcery no more. I would be God.
Right.
If I get rid of this problem completely, it's not sorcery no more. Now we're not talking about demigod no more. We're talking about God.
We
Talking
talking
about
about
Yahweh.
deity. Come on,
Right.
man.
I got this much power though. I
Right.
can erase all of your problems, but I can kind of change it. You know,
He said I can kind
I,
of
I can kind of give you a new problem. What do you want to do?
what you want to do, man.
That earache though, I can get you right,
I can get you right.
but you're gonna have a few sores in the back of your throat.
Dead ass.
What do you want to do?
It's on you, King. You know what I'm saying? We can bro. Look, hear me out. We can get rid of this headache. This headache is nothing. That's easy. But you may have some heart palpitations. We got medicine for that, though. We got medicine for that. All right. That's how Esau get down. They got a medicine for everything. I put quotes up for everything because that's how they kind of
They
act
ain't
like
got a
they
cure for nothing though.
They ain't got a cure for a goddamn thing. They got snake oil. You know what snake oil is?
Look it up.
Let's see what snake oil is.
I'm dead.
He said I'm dead.
Hey, this is a fun live, but I had a blast.
Right. Snake oil is a term used to describe deceptive marketing, healthcare, fraud, or scam. Similarly, snake oil salesman is a common expression used to describe someone who sells, promotes, or is a general proponent of some valueless or fraudulent cure, remedy, or solution. So, Esau sells us snake oil. The only thing that actually really cures our people is the faith in that. I can give you a bottle of water and be like, nigga, this is guaranteed gonna make your hair to grow rapidly. And I can put a whole bunch of fake ingredients on top of it, you know, make you believe it, make you thinking it's really it. And you drink it, you like, damn, this tastes like water. It's like, bro, that's not water. Trust me. That's special vitamins that you need.
Right. Hey,
Now,
that make me think of Space Jam. That nigga had that secret. What do you
a
have?
secret bottle of Gatorade water, nigga. I'm already
Yeah, had them
knowing.
niggas hooping.
They thought they was like for real, and he was like, Michael was like, nigga, this is just water. It was like, damn, this is crazy. Michael gave them some snake oil. You know what I'm saying? We see how Michael got down. He was with Theta and them. He was with the Grecians and them. He was selling snake oil, man. But our people, our faith is so strong that we actually start believing those things. That water, that water that I sold you might actually make your hair grow. It's not the water that I sold you, it's actually your faith in it, or you actually think that your hair grew when it actually didn't grow at all. You would just think it did.
That's letting you know how strong your mind is.
Exactly. That's what they give us in pharmakia.
I always say this. I have a few examples like this in my life. I told my dad one time. I told my dad one time that I hated math, and he looked at me. My dad is real optimistic. He joke around a lot. He looked me in my eyes. I'm like in high school though. He looked me in my eyes and was like, "No, you don't." I didn't understand what he was saying. I was like, "No, for real, I don't like math." And he looked
Right.
at me again because he watching his show. He just looked at me again and was like, "No, you don't. Math your favorite." And it was just a joke, and I was laughing and shit. But that week at school, I kept like saying math was my favorite as a joke because it was funny. Niggas know I don't like math.
Yeah.
I kept on saying that, and math ended up being my favorite.
You start believing that.
I start fucking with math hard. I'm fucking with this class. I like it. I like Pythagorean theorem. I'm a squared plus b squared c squared is easy now. It makes
Right.
sense. Same thing with when you wake up and you be like, man, it's gonna be a good day. I always used to hear my dad wake up and say, it's gonna be a good day. Today gonna be a good day. And he'll like pace back and forth around that house, like hyping himself up, and he drinking his coffee. He like, today gonna be a good day. And he over here doing weird stuff. Nigga drop down, do a few push-ups, like, yeah, today gonna be a good day.
Right.
And this nigga make today a good day.
Right.
That nigga really out here with that. That nigga done psyched himself out. Today a good day out here.
That nigga done formed a good day.
That nigga done made this shit make sense. So for real though, your mind for real, that's strong. Like you for real gotta. I do that. Like I learned that from my dad. For real, I do stuff like that.
Right.
I'm real optimistic. I'm like, man, this shit. When I really look at it, it'd be some terrible shit. Like my car broke down. I'm like, damn, it really ain't bad though. When I look at it, why? Because if I would have kept driving, more than likely, I would have gotten a wreck. So God stopped my car.
Right.
I'm glad this happened now. We making 200 IQ plays out here every day now. You know what I'm saying? We making plays like this happen on a regular.
Literally.
Damn, this is actually a good. I'm glad that I go out and teach every day or every week, even when it's cold. I'm getting ready mentally just in case I don't have a house. You know what I'm saying? We 200 IQ out here. We really out here
Right.
making plays. There's gonna be a time where I need this. Trust. We out here. This is for
Seriously.
my good. You know what I'm saying? This is for my good. Let's go. Yeah, that's all I got though.
They said, let's go. From Egypt to Israel, I dropped the Cash App down in the chat. That's me down there. Let's get back to it. We should be almost
Hold on, bro.
done.
Can I rag on you real quick? Can I cook you up? Nah, that's cool. I'll let you slide, bro. You've been doing a great job edifying these brothers
Man,
tonight.
that's what
I'll
I'm
tell
saying,
you.
bro. That's what I gotta deal with, Israel.
I'll let you slide this down.
I'll let you slide.
You got lucky, man.
That's what I gotta deal
I was
with.
this close, man. I almost fired your black up.
They can't do nothing, man. I'm out here trying to teach. His brother's ready. Brother got a sword at my neck, ready to dagger me.
Bro, look, you know what I'm saying? Israelites can't really make no mistakes out here, or I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
He said, I'm there.
I'm there.
Remember it so you can tell me after.
Nah, it's good.
He said, nah. Hey, look, hold on. First thing we see, we just got done talking about pharmakia. Leave it. PM. Pain relief. Damn, that's crazy.
You see what that hold on, say leave it stick.
Huh?
Leave it. That sound like believe it. Them niggas trying to get you there.
Right.
Get you.
They trying to get you. Believe it that it's gonna work. Look, they didn't got rid of it as soon as we start talking about it.
They gonna get that pain off you. All you gotta do is take this pill, man.
Just take this pill, man.
Take this pill. I'm gonna get you good,
man. Right.
You want a hard pill? You want jail?
Right. We got nectar. We should be almost done with these. Bear with us. We got nectar. I'm pretty sure everybody heard nectar. I heard of nectar before. Hold on. I feel like I had to sneeze. It says when you're talking about fruit or flowers, you might use the term nectar. You know, not honey, bees. They gather the nectar, right? It says which refers to any sweet plant secretion. This cool, that's Esau. He added cool right there. It ain't no cool ass word. This cool Greek word comes from the favorite drink of the gods and goddesses, also called nectar. That's their favorite drink. You know, I don't give a damn about their favorite drink, to be honest.
Nigga sipping on some of that Greek god, huh?
Sipping on some of that spirit, that Sprite. That's probably what nectar is.
Really though.
Now, nemesis. You know, everybody heard it like, nigga, you my arch nemesis. In English, nemesis means an arch enemy or villain or the agent of someone's downfall. It says, however, before it was an English word, nemesis was the Greek goddess in charge of revenge against humans who were arrogant. So this is a god. And all of these gods and all of these words have spirits behind them, and they all have meanings behind them, which have the same meaning that we got today, you know. And arch nemesis is kind of, that's how niggas is moving today. We don't call it nemesis, we call them ops.
Opposition.
That's my op, the opposition, the opposite. And guess what? You trying to get revenge against your brothers, man. That's what Jake turned it into. Damn ops. Ain't your damn op, man. That's your brother. That's the only nigga that'll go to war with you. But whatever, it's cool. Ocean. Everybody probably been to the ocean. Everybody love the ocean. It says the word ocean means a large body of salt water. It comes from the name Okeanos, the god of the river Oceanus, the source of Earth's fresh water. So, same thing. Same exact thing. There's a god for all of this stuff. You got panic. Everybody be dealing with that panic demon. Is a demon. If someone is in a panic, he or she has lost emotional control. You lost emotional control. You know, if I would implore everybody to go read Clement of Rome, his epistles to Corinth. You know, no, I don't consider them scriptures, but the brother does have wisdom in there. What'd you say?
Said the brother smooth.
Brother Smooth, he has wisdom in there. He's an Israelite.
Plainly spoken.
Let me show you. Let me show you who Clement is real quick. Philippians 4:3, and I entreat thee also, true yoke fellow. This is Paul speaking. Those, it says, help those women which labor with me in the gospel, with Clement also, and with other my fellow laborers whose names are in the book of life. So Paul said this brother's name is in the book of life. I would implore y'all to go read the epistles to Corinth. It's a PDF, you can pull it up. The epistles to Corinth, same church Paul wrote to, by Clement of, I believe it's Clement of Rome, early church father. Peter ordained him after him. So in there, he talks about stability and how the law gives you stability to where we don't need to panic or to lose emotional control, because panicking is a demon, you know, and it's just as simple as that. But I'm gonna get back to the word. He or she has lost emotional control and is experiencing strong fear. The word comes from the Greek god Pan, who, according to legend, would cause humans to flee in fear when he chose. Picture that, to flee in fear. The scriptures say the wicked flee when no man pursueth. That's a demon behind that.
Hey,
Everybody, go ahead.
the scriptures say fear was not made for man.
Fear was not made for man. Hey, he said he didn't give us a fearful heart. So who the hell gave us that? That's what y'all gotta ask. Who the hell gave us a fearful heart? Phobia. Everybody heard that. You know, I got an arachnophobia or this kind of phobia or this, that, and the third. And the same definition still applies today. A phobia is another word related to fear. This time it means something of which someone is irrationally afraid of. The word comes from the Greek god of fear, Phobos. Phobos, this nigga, you know, the Greek god of fear. I just don't get these gods, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro,
I'm
they got a
surprised these niggas
god
didn't just go to war all out with each other.
Niggas got a god for everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
For everything.
a god for every damn Elam. Them niggas, they got a god for every day. Damn near, they got like 300 something. Got 4, 5 something hundred gods, bro.
Them niggas is they they harlots. They serve so many guys.
How many gods do East
Shalom, Mesa Diamond.
Indian? Is it East Indians? Are they Elam?
Yeah.
Indians do not always agree about the nature. God, Christians. How many East Indian guys? The most common belief is there are 33 core or 330 million deities.
What?
Did I read that right or am I tweaking?
I don't know.
Or 33 core, parentheses, 330 million deities.
Say what it's saying.
That say what it say,
I
you
ain't the
know.
sharpest tool in the toolbox, but I think that say that.
I thought it was, I don't know. What are the 33 million gods of Hinduism? All right, whatever. I'm not trying to learn about these niggas' gods. I'm just letting y'all know them niggas got a lot of gods. Psychology. We got people that still go to school for this. Psychology. I want to study the psyche. The science of psychology is the study of the human mind and behavior. The term comes from psyche, the Greek goddess of the soul. The Greek goddess of the soul. So they're trying to say your soul is your mind.
Imagine
Never
a
heard.
conversation back then with them niggas. They probably like, man, well, who your favorite god? Like shit, my favorite god is Phobos. About
That nigga said Phobos.
shit, man. I really like I gotta put my top three, and I gotta throw Zeus up there. You know, I gotta throw Psyche in there. And the goddess of nectar, that's my old lady right there. You know what I'm
That's it.
saying?
That's bussing.
That's hitting my spirit. Real heavy. Real
Real
heavy. Like,
heavy.
don't forget about Pluto though. That's my guy. You know?
Right.
Nah, for real though. Just imagine the conversations, bro. It's probably crazy.
Check this out. God of gift baskets is Kronos. The nigga that's the god of time. He's the god of time and gift baskets.
Gift baskets?
Gift baskets.
That seem like why would you want to be the god of that?
That's just what that nigga was allotted, bro. I don't know. I don't know how they shit work. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if
That's
they
kind
pick their powers or what.
of damn knuckleball right there.
That nigga hook you up with a gift basket swifter than anything you never seen before.
Hey, he give you that gift basket, but he knocked 7 years off your life. Fuck.
Right. That'd be the
Thinking like a
best gift
sour patch.
basket ever.
Right. That boy, wow.
So, did you want to go into your book a little bit more or what? Or you straight?
Man.
We touched on a lot.
Man, we did. We like 218.
218
Man,
under.
I do, but I didn't ran out of spirit about 20 minutes ago. I gotta save the last little spirit I got left for tomorrow at camp.
Right.
Hey, it was a beautiful, beautiful class though. I had fun. Lord willing, it was edifying. I was edified in the midst of it.
God,
I
me
learned
too.
some stuff, man. But now I'll show everybody this book though. The Naming of America by Alan Walk. Man, it's a pretty good book. You can get some pretty good. If you want to know more about America and how different cities and states and rivers, shit, post offices, countries, continents, it'll tell you how they got those names. So I use this book um, to show you how different Greek, Roman, and Norse gods, um, basically how idolatry is everywhere around you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we covered a lot of ground today, man. Lord willing, we can do a sequel to something similar like this because it was really fun, man.
Right. We didn't go into We didn't go into the Mesopotamian gods. We didn't go into the Egyptian gods. We didn't. We touched one Japanese mythology god. We didn't. You know, we didn't really get in there like that. Imagine how much more idolatry and paganism is rooted in America. We only went to Esau's gods right now. You know, we didn't go into all that. You know, I advise everybody look up Petra. Tell me what that looked like. That's where Esau be dwelling at. Tell me that don't look like the states of or the buildings of Greece and the buildings of Rome and look up the Supreme Court that we have today. It's gonna look just like that. It's God. Son of Perdition is these niggas is getting revealed, you know, and that's just the scriptures, man. The end is nigh, the end is near, you know. Get ready for that. The end is near, man. I remember I was reading Ezekiel with Mahar. That motherfucker said the end is now. It is even in Ezekiel, it said the end is now. Man,
I
I
gotta
don't even know
pull
if
out.
I'll be able
I
to
gotta
find
pull out
it.
this
Go ahead.
scripture. I'm gonna pull it out. Let's see. Uh, if you got yours, you can pull it out.
I'm still looking for it.
Okay. I'm looking for one, two. What is it? Second edge.
I found mine.
All right, go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 3. Check this out. It says, now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and recompense upon thee all thine abominations. This is that time. Now is the end come upon thee, and he will judge us according to our ways and our doings. But it's on you.
All right, Con, I'm gonna grab this. This is in the GNT. You can read it in the regular Apocrypha and the KJV too. But I don't know if I told you this, but I'm thinking about getting me a GNT Apocrypha. Them things, they be
I didn't know
clapping.
they had them.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. I believe they on Amazon for about the same price. They be the GNT. I like the GNT. Good News
Me too.
Translation. They be kind of sliding.
Mm-hmm.
It says the world is no longer young. It is rapidly approaching old age. The whole history of the world is divided into 12 periods, and the 10th period have already arrived. So he said you got 12 periods of time. We at the 10th period. This is in the time of Ezra. Mind you, Ezra was a priest, a prophet, and a scribe during the what is that? The Persian and Medes,
Yes, sir.
right? So this is during the Persian and Medes. That's right after the Babylonians and right before the damn Greeks. So this is the 10th period. It says, and it is half over. So we halfway over with the 10th period. We at 10 and a half right now. It says only 2.5 parts remain. So set your houses in order and warn your people. And that's what we do. The Israelites are getting their houses in order and they warn the people constantly. It says, comfort those who are humble and teach those who are wise. Then say goodbye to this mortal life. And that's what kind of time the Israelites on.
Right.
What time we like, nigga, these bodies need to go. Man, I just hit my pinky on this damn chair. Man, I was taking out the trash. My nail bent all the way back. Don't ask me how. Look, man, I've been having this damn for like a week. Now I'm ready to be out of here.
Right.
It says, put earthly cares away from you, throw down your human burdens, and lay aside your weak human nature. He said, get ready for this immortality, man. It said, put off all your anxieties. It says, put all your anxieties aside and get ready to leave this world quickly. It says, you've seen many evil things already, but far worse things are about to happen as the world grows older and weaker. The evils that will come upon its people will multiply, and the truth going to depart, and falsehood will draw even nearer. The eagle you saw in your vision is just about to arrive. Look how clean the GNT is letting you know what's going on. He
Mm-hmm.
said, the eagle you saw in that vision, he just about to arrive. That's heavy.
Where was you at?
He like that, huh? You like that, huh?
I'm trying to see what it's saying in KJV.
It's second Ezra 14. I started at 10 and I read down to about 18.
Yeah.
That thing hot. And on the KJV, it don't say the eagle.
Yeah, I know. It
Yep.
says, for now the hasteth the vision to come.
Yeah. But we know what vision is talking about.
11, 12, yeah.
Yeah. And that thing heavy. But yeah, that's what I wanted to bring out. We at the end of this thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
We at the end of this thing, man. It's a beautiful time, man. Let's see the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom. We literally get to see America fall off.
Yep.
Because a few decades ago, this was the place to be. Your forefathers would tell you how beautiful of a place it used to be without all of the, you got to think about the segregation and all of the racism. But like, in totality, this is the place everybody want to be. This place is thriving. I mean, here in a minute, you know, people gonna love it here.
Nah, here in a minute, everybody finna flee back to their homeland. That's what they gonna do.
Bruh.
'Cause this is
Literally, bro.
hot.
I was reading in this book and I seen some crazy stuff. I think it was like chapter 7. Look at this. It says names from other countries. So we got a lot of names from other countries, obviously. You got a place in Missouri called Egypt. You got a place in New York called Poland. In Georgia, you got a damn city called Rome. You see, so it says America is a land of immigrants who came to these shores to seek a brighter future. All of these niggas gonna go back to where they wanted, where they home was.
Mm-hmm.
All these niggas gonna go back to where they roots go. And guess where we gonna go back? Home, nigga. It says
Right.
for many, it was difficult to give up. It was difficult to give up forever the land of their ancestors, a land they still had fond memories of. They thus kept the peace of their old countries by giving their new homes similar names. So when immigrants would get off the damn boats and whatever the fuck they was doing to get here, they would kind of bring a little bit of their damn history and a part of their home and kind of be like, we're gonna call this river this now.
Mm-hmm.
And this little city, we're gonna call this Rome because I used to like Rome.
Right.
And this little, we're gonna call this, that's why we got all these names. Because these people, they literally was these people,
Mm-hmm.
or they wanted to be those people.
Got a precept.
Kind of bring it out.
It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
What was that?
But us, Isaiah 13, 14.
Mm.
But us, we don't have a homeland. We don't have a place. We can't return to a spot. Our spot is inhabited by Gentiles right now. They just kicked a couple of our people out of there, actually.
Right.
So, when all hell break loose and everybody fleeing and going to their own land, and Moab going back to the land of Moab, and Ammon going back there, and Elam leaving America, because they all came over here with that intent, that American dream intent, and got over here, and they thought it would be a place full of castles and shit. No, it's not how it worked. I think that's what Nicki Minaj said. She said that she envisioned America as a place full of castles, when her family came over here. But it wasn't so. It wasn't so. It's not how it is. So when these times come, and they're coming, these people gonna flee back to their own city, their own land, so on and so forth. Meanwhile, we got passports and shit. We gotta stay here. We can't go nowhere. We're slaves. But yet Jay could tell you they ain't a slave. Whatever though. That's another live. That's another topic.
Right.
I'm gonna grab these closing precepts unless you got something.
Nope. It's on you.
All right, Con. Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. It says, and let us not and let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we not faint. So don't be weary in well doing. You're gonna reap a beautiful reward if you sow a beautiful, planting. I'm not gonna plant a tree and expect a bush to grow up. I'm expect a tree to grow up. So that's kind of how it is. I put in that labor for that. 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Your labor is never in vain in the Lord. Go ahead, I'll tell you.
Khan, we end all of our lives on the Shabbat with Sirach 43 and 30. And it says, hey, and the water that to everybody that participated in the chat, to everybody that was edified a little bit, everybody that sought this thing through with us and broke bread with us on the Sabbath, man, we love y'all for real. We come on live for y'all, so it's a beautiful thing when y'all here with us, man. But like I said, we end all of our lives with Sirach 43 and 30. It says, when you glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as you can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when you exalt him, put forth all your strength and be not weary, because you can never go far enough. And with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Sham. Like General Hezekiah always say, never forget, death to America. Shalom, Mashpakah, Shalom.
Shalom.